Right then, viewers, welcome back to the Salford story. Now, this is the intro section of the video, and today's a very special day. It's transfer special day. I've been preempting this for some time, and today is that day. So, without any further ado, we're on the intro. News reaching us here, coming out of Salford. Apparently, they've released quite a few players this summer. Matthew Willock, Anya's left as well. Stephen Watts, Peter Richards, Jake Keane, and other reserve goalkeeper Sean Thomas all left the club, which you'd assume would mean ins are very likely. Salford obviously have money to spend now. It's going to be interesting to see how they adapt in this window with such mass changes leaving the squad. If anything happens, you'll find out here first on Ben Sports News. Right, yes indeed, viewers. We have let a few players go. One not mentioned, and isn't mentioned in the upcoming series, is that Stephen Kinsella has left. He's gone to Plymouth. He is the only player that's left for any sort of sum of money, 825,000. I think it rises to $1 million if things go well for him, which would be nice. A few other players there. Then I've gone through a few of them. Peter Richards has left. Hopefully finds a club, currently without one. Stephen Watts, a player we brought in the early years. Jake Keane and Sean Thomas, both goalkeepers, have left. And maybe you'll find out why a little bit later on. And Matthew Willock and Anya's gone. Anya's gone to Mansfield. One of the most disappointing sort of releases. I think he's been with us a long time now. From the Vanarama National all the way to the Championship. Didn't feature so much last season, so I figured we may as well let him move on. But he was certainly a pivotal part of that three at the back formation that we perfected early in the Vanarama National. So sad to see them leave. Maybe there'll be some ins though soon. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, news breaking here. Apparently Salford City are in the market. First time I've seen from Salford in the transfer window, making proper signings. And apparently David Luiz is on his way. Pictures here of him arriving at the Salford training ground. Very interesting to see that he's still got that hair. Manager Dr. Benji has commented upon that. It's an interesting signing. The Brazilian, 36 years of age now, comes on a free transfer. And he's had a curious career up to now. But it looks like things can only get Luiz now as he goes to Salford. A fantastic signing, £4,600 per week we've heard. Statistically looking good. Obviously has been lots spoken about his fitness and the fact that it doesn't really exist anymore, but Salford will surely be delighted with the signing. Yeah, so we've brought in David Luiz, 2.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability. It's fair to say the potential he has is slowly winding down. 90 caps for Brazil, though. I think that's what we can focus on. Technically still very good, mentally very good. We didn't have a lot of sort of old heads with vast experience, fantastic hair. David Luiz provides all those things. He's been at Los Angeles, he's been at Liga de Quinto on loan, and now he joins us at long last. Obviously, he's had spells at Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain, which I'm sure you're well aware of. And didn't play a great deal for PSG, so obviously declined probably quicker than he would have anticipated. But he's here now. He's on £4,300 per week, and yeah, he'll feature within the squad sometimes, I've no doubt. Let's bring some more breaking news. Danny Wright has moved. Arsenal Junior has been looking for a club for a while now. The left midfielder is making his way to Salford. Again, we believe it's a free transfer on around £4,000 per week. He's very athletic. He'll get up and down very well for Salford. I'm expecting the manager will be pleased with that signing. He is quoted actually here as saying, I thought he was someone else, but it's still a good signing. Just quickly, Jim, what do you think about this?
And I mean,
thanks, Jim. Any more breaking news? We'll report it here first on Ben Sports News. Yes, that's right. Danny Wright has joined the club. English 22-year-old has been at Arsenal, had a couple of loan spells at Bristol Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday, but hasn't really played any football. As you can see there, we've already played a few games this season, and he's featured in those. 1 goal, 1 assist so far. Plays in a formation which is different than what we've had before, but something we're trialling. Hopefully it'll work out for the best for us. But yeah, I like him. 20 determination, got plenty of room to grow. At 22 years of age, I think he could be a stalwart of our side for not just this season, not just next season, but many years to come. And that's important. He's got a little bit of value to his name, 3-year contract. Very pleased to have him in, and I think he'll do a fine job for us on that left-hand side. Reports reaching us here that Salford City are in the news again. Apparently they've signed up with an affiliate, a senior affiliate, and unbelievable, it's Manchester United are set to be that senior affiliate. Obviously quite close in location, so housing will not be an issue. But yeah, just reaching us here that Manchester United and Salford City have created a link, £100,000 to Salford every season, that they remain in different divisions. Very interesting to see there that Salford have gone in early, gone for the big guns, and reunited with some old friends. Obviously, manager Dr. Benji previously worked at Manchester United, and we all know how that went. The Europa League, not really success, is it? So I don't want to get too personal, but, should be winning leagues and stuff, so, tricky, awkward. He's back. I touched on it last time that he may well return, and he has returned. Angus have let me have him again. I get him for absolutely nothing, which is absolutely perfect. 21 years of age, French. I say international. Not being capped at youth level, not being capped at full national level. 21 now. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. Again, another player with 20 determination, much like Danny Wright. Had an okay season for us last year, 8 goals in 24, playing as that third striker. Will have a far more sort of defined role this season, you would assume. And yeah, hopefully he can produce the goods for us this year. I'm pleased, the women are pleased, we're all pleased. Look at what a handsome devil he is. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, I'll let them know as soon as we come back on air. Welcome back to Ben Sports News. A return for Mikel Renard. He's returning to Salford. Big breaking news here. Ladies within the Sky Studio, the Ben Sports Studios, have gone absolutely wild with excitement as Renard makes his way back. Renard makes his way back to Salford. A great signing. The striker who performed well last season is back on for another loan spell. Looks like he could be one of the key signings for Salford this season. And I guess if we find out more, we'll let you know right here on Ben Sports News. You could have told me that I was coming in then. Remember, like a right mug. Yes, it is true. Manchester United are now one of our senior affiliates, so we're hoping to get the best out of them as much as we can. They're the senior affiliate, we are the smaller affiliate, but only a division between us now, so I feel like it was the perfect option. I think the other options were Norwich and Queen's Park Rangers. Obviously, QPR would have been good because we could have got David Harkin back. But yeah, Manchester United figured they'd be the best ones, have a very good youth academy, and hopefully we'll have a good link. They give us £100,000 a year as well, so, delighted with that. So there they are then, Manchester United, the senior affiliate. Who knew? Rugby, our smaller affiliate, didn't require a news item, no. There's no way. Get camera on. Are we rolling? Jim Williams has signed for Salford. The goalkeeper, reports surfacing that Brian is deeply unhappy with the transfer, but Manchester United wonder star Jim Williams making his way to Salford, probably going to be their first choice goalkeeper. 19 years of age, the Englishman featured not that much at youth level, but looks like he could be a real star for the future. Salford apparently very pleased with the signing, delighted to get him as part of their affiliate scheme with Manchester United. Manchester United have said that they're looking to get a player in return and have marked Andy Tannoy. Have we spelled that wrong? Have we spelled that? There's no way. There's no, as a potential replacement long term for Paul Scholes. It seems unlikely, doesn't it? I mean, shall we check that before we just start reading stuff out? For all the latest news, join us back here on Ben Sports News. Oh boy, you saw a brief look at his stats. Jim Williams is bloody good, and he's from Manchester United. They offered me a varied amount of players because he's only 19. Obviously, he's not going to get into the Manchester United first team straight away. But have you seen a better goalkeeper at 19 years of age? I'm not sure I have. I feel that this is going to be very much a loan deal, not something we'll get permanently, but he looks absolutely fantastic. Brian cannot believe it. He's furious, but second choice Brian will have to learn to live with that, I think. But yeah, Jim Williams then, number one, looks very good, improving all the time. Yes. He's not played that much. He's made one Premier League appearance for Manchester United. We've conceded a few goals this season. He's been a part of that. He's very... You'll see, we're playing a game later on. He's very movie roundy. Hopefully he doesn't do that in the game later. But yeah, that seems to be his MO at the moment. Move around a lot, which isn't ideal. But look at him. Just look at him. What do we know about him, though? What do we know about him?
And action. Back on air.
News again. Salford sign another striker. It's true. Marius from Romania has signed. Sky Sports, Ben Sports sources have identified him as a key player for them. He's been tearing up. What division has he been in?
Absolutely no idea.
The Romanian Premier Division, the 19-year-old comes to Salford. The fee is set to be, do we know anything about this? 1.9 million pounds, a big whack from the Salford transfer kitty, but potentially a star for the future. Signed from
Romania?
We don't know. For when we know more, join us back here on Penn Sports News. We're going to get our business.
Yes. Now, this is Marius. Meet Marius. Now, he has got a surname, which is particularly difficult to say. Yep. So we're going with Marius. I like the name Marius. I think we'll all enjoy Marius. We've picked him up for 1.9 million, which was his release fee when he signed for FC Viitorul. I think that's how you'd say it. Yeah, and I'm delighted to have him. 5 goals in 19. It was literally a case of going through the Romanian under-19s and going through their sort of international system and just finding players. Most players don't want to join Salford, it turns out. Not a good career move, a lot of them think. But Marius, because of his release clause, I could offer him a contract outright. And he was like, well, do you want to talk to me first, or do you want to offer me a contract? I was like, we'll offer you a contract. So £4,000 a week. He's got 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Who knows at this point? And yeah, I like him a lot. Composure and off the ball, lacking a little bit in areas that he needs to improve on, but technically very good, physically very good. And Marius is in the van. And that actually concludes the major transfer goings on. Now, I've only spent 1.9 million, and that was on Marius. There are a few more ins that we can kind of touch on very briefly if you wish. Daniel A. Pedersen probably being one that I could have done a little thing on, but chose not to. The Danish man, 31 years of age, Daniel A. Pedersen. I don't know if anyone will know of him. He's been at AGF for a very long time. That's Aarhus. That you can see where they have the name they've got, can't you? Yeah, he's been a very full figure in the Danish First Division, and we've managed to pick him up on a free transfer. 4-star current ability, looks very well rounded, similar to Billy Knott, who obviously left and went back on his loan deal. But yes, 31 years of age, worth a little bit of money as well. Very well rounded, Daniel Pedersen. There's one or two more I'll show you. Herbie Kane makes his return. You may remember Herbie Kane from the very low depths of the Vanarama National, where he was part of the season where I'm not sure if he got promoted that year. I think we may well have done, but we didn't keep him. We sent him on his way, went to Notts County, didn't feature so much, had a good loan spell at Tranmere, and now after that sort of Notts County spell, he's come back to us. So Herbie Kane, going to be a squad player, but nice to have him back. There's a few others here. Aaron Farthing, defensive midfielder, he's very young. Well, I'll say very young, 22. Why did I buy this guy? Strength, determination, work rate. He's a boss. Javier Tarantino, lovely surname. I think we'll all agree. On loan from Real Sociedad, going to be our backup right back, I imagine, because we've got Francis Henry. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with this. Francis Henry. Well, don't say Henry, Ben. So we've got a Spaniard and a Frenchman playing at right back. Maybe we'll play 2 right backs. Who knows? There is a few others there as well. I guess Quilty. Is that Quilty? Quilty. Kevin Quilty, I think we'll call him. On loan from Queen's Park Rangers, plays left back. Looks very good at left back as well. Very strong mentals for them at 20 years of age. Very good physicals and decent technicals as well. So yeah, limited fullback, but can play well in all the positions at fullback. So that's where we're going to utilise him most. He's probably going to be our starting left back as well. If we go through any of the other ones, I will talk to you about them as they happen. Otherwise, let's get into the team and the formation for the first game of the episode, the only game. Before we get to that, this is the team. This is the table as it stands. We've played 3 games so far. I want to get to the end of the window so I can show you sort of all my transfer dealings. I don't think we're going to do anything else. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, 4 points. It's okay. So this is what we're playing. It's you weren't expecting this, were you? No, you weren't. We're playing a 4. Well, it's a wide diamond. I think we can agree. It's almost a square. It's not a square pitch, just a regular square. And this is the team that we've got then. Henry at the right back, Williams in goal, obviously, who has touched on before. The Fire and Nash at centre back. David Luiz, a good third choice, doesn't even make the bench at the moment. Quilty. I mean, well, Kevin for now. Pedersen was just in front as the defensive midfielder. Thomas on the right on the left. That's going to be. That's the first time I've said that, and that's going to be annoying. Rob Wellington's going to play through the middle behind Renard, and Marius today is going to get his debut, as is Jeff Thomas for the first time this season. Josh Harrop's a very good replacement in this formation. We can switch it up. We can play a more midfieldy battle if we have to. But I like what we've got going on here. And the first game we're going to play is against Rotherham. We actually play them back to back, and it's a Capital One Cup game. Opening day of the season. We won 5-2 against Brentford. We then got a 2-2 draw against Fulham and a 2-0 loss to Hull. The league table this season is going to be quite interesting. Some decent sides in this division now. You've got like Swansea and Fulham and Leicester and Ipswich and Norwich. Cardiff are there as well. Hull, Wolves, Bournemouth are back in the Championship. So it's going to be a tricky season. I don't know what we're predicted, actually. Okay, so we're predicted 22nd. Perfect. Let's get into a game. Right, so I've gone through the team and submit it, and hopefully they can make me look really good. That's the plan. Miguel Renard has already got 3 goals in this competition. He's on fire. Overall, 4 goals in 4 appearances. Loving life. Right then. How's it going to go? That's the real question. We'll bring up the league table just so you can, again, if you want to see some of the teams that are in the division, you can see them that bit more clearly. Oh, it's a cup game, Ben. Don't forget. Now, we do leave ourselves exposed in the middle. I've had experience of this formation working wonders, and I've had experience of this formation causing a lot of problems. It really depends on how much space Rob Wellington gets just behind the 2 strikers and how well we can penetrate down the wide areas. As the first minute of the game comes off, Jeff Thomas, ball into the middle, and Renard has played it to right, and Danny Wright from the left-hand side has put it in the centre of the net. So it's 1-0 Salford. That's a perfect start to what you're seeing to be the new season. So Renard down this right-hand side, number 15, the same number as a French striker that played at Parma, and Wright pops home. Still haven't got any seats behind the goal, but, needs must. Corner kick for, Will Keane scored for Rotherham. That's 1-1. Rotherham are in the Championship, so it might not be that easy. Got seats behind that goal. They're standing up over here. They look jolly. Keane's done it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic-esque. Very, very well done to him. I'd quite like to progress in a competition. We've never done that well. 4th round FA Cup twice, although for a long time I thought it was once, and Williams makes the save. It'd be interesting if we see Williams out of position when trying to save the ball. It's been a theme so far. Hopefully it doesn't keep up. Renard takes on his man, plays it back to Pedersen, who's a very good footballer. Right now, left-hand side, ball into the middle. Perhaps Renard's there, and it's 2-1. And, well, he's repaid the favour, hasn't he? Renard is 4th goal in this competition, and he's got a goal and assist to his name, as has Danny Wright on that left side. That's still confusing me. Ball's played across, from close range, poacher's instincts, boom. Let's see if Marius does anything. Marius hasn't played for me yet, and he's not featured as yet either. Another corner. We conceded from one of these earlier. Will Keane's hit the post. Dak. Harris with it now. Out to Gill again. Oh, dearie me, we've cleared it just about. And Wright, who's not particularly pacey, gets the ball away. Now, can Marius pick out a pass? He can do. Jeff Thomas, right side. Can he get a ball into the middle? The counter-attack has been sprung. Headed clear. But good signs. Very good signs. Rob Wellington's struggling a little bit. Maybe we'll take him off at half-time. It's only a cup game, isn't it? So just don't worry about it. Those might be interested about the instructions we're playing. Retain possession, hit early crosses, a slightly higher tempo, and sometimes closing down. Very simple stuff. We're going to bring Josh Harrop on, take Rob Wellington off, bring Josh Harrop on, and passionately say, keep it going. 2-1 in the lead so far. Can we win the game? Corner kick to Rotherham. Back post. Nash clears. Oh, maybe a breakaway. Renard, he's got Marius ahead of him. Marius would have to do a lot of running there. And I don't know if that's part of Marius' game yet. I don't think it is. Marius on it again. He's got lots of men ahead of him. Plays it to Harrop. Into Renard, who's got Jeff Thomas to his right. Renard going alone. Renard. Oh, my good grief. Over the bar. Good chance. They're working it well. Not long left to go in this. Keane into Gill. And there it is. Rotherham strike back. I feel like we're a little bit open in the middle. I spoke about this pre-game, so we're going to change things up a little. Combine 2 words there. Harrop and Pedersen are now going to play in the centre together, just rather than playing up front and back. We're going to play them together. We're also going to bring Brian on because, why not? He might be a penalty expert, so I guess we'll find out. We're not very happy with the officials. Did something untoward happen? Do we think this was offside? No, it's not. We're just making a fuss over nothing. Fuss over nothing. Okay, we're going to go attacking for the last 5. Try and win the game outright. Otherwise, we're going all the way to extra time and maybe penalties. Oh, hold on. I prefer us not to throw away a lead here, but Brian catches it. I wasn't nervous at all. It's fair to say Brian didn't have the greatest start to the end of the season with us. We're bringing the ball forward, though. Jeff Thomas. I'm very conscious of the fact that we've got a highlight towards the end of the game. Thomas, maybe a late winner for us. Josh Harrop to right. Over the bar. Thomas. Yes, it's found its way into the back of the net. Alfredo in the Rotherham goal. Nearly kept it out, but Jeff Thomas has got the winner in the last seconds of the game. It's unbelievable that Jeff Thomas has scored a goal. Never mind. Well, that's hit the bar. It's come down, and Jeff Thomas has hit it very, very hard, and Alfredo cannot keep it out in the Rotherham goal. It's Salford 3, Rotherham 2. And what a wonderful way to wrap up a transfer special and an episode. If they score now, there it is. Salford 3, Rotherham 2. So then that does bring us to the end of today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. We'll just quickly do the draw for the next round. I'm not sure it's been done yet. Does it happen today? The fire's out for 15 days with a facial injury. Let's get him a mask. Right, let's quickly see who we get in the draw, and we'll wrap this stuff up. We play Burnley. Thrilling. If you've enjoyed the video, it's been a little bit something different. It took a lot longer than most videos do, so I hope you did enjoy it. And with love, with care, from me, that's Benji. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye. did a wave. Why did I wave?
That will do it. From Ben Sports News. Maybe you'll see us again in January. Who knows? From us here.